Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then hi! Today's has had to be fast forwarded quite a lot. I decided to go ahead with the Frankenweenie attic room. I put a poll up and Frankenweenie won. So today I'm going to show you the process of how I come up with the ideas that I need, the order in which I do it. I say order, did you hear that word? Order. Doesn't always go to plan. You see, once I start creating something, my brain just goes off on a tangent and I start doing other bits. So, although the plan is there, it's a very loose plan, shall we say. So, at the minute, I'm just drawing down what I want in that attic room. And I've looked at some screenshots of the attic, and you can't really pick out much from it. Well, it's an attic room, there's not much in it. Oh, that pen. Oof, that first pen, we're running out. Don't like it. It's not fair. I like them pens. Why don't they ever just give you more black? Anyway, I digress. I'm quickly going over the designs of what I want. And I don't know why I bothered doing this on here, because really, I should have just left it in pencil, because I go and do a neat version afterwards. Now, the dog you see is just to tell me that I'm doing a dog. And that's not exactly how it's going to look. In fact, you probably won't even see the dog, because the dog is going to go on the ironing board covered with a sheet. Well, obviously it's Frankenweenie, he's going to be the creature. See that? See where I've written beep machine? Yeah, I couldn't think what to call it. I've had to Google. It's a defibrillator, not a beep machine. But anyway, I've got a lot of trash, rubbish, that I've just got in a box that I keep putting little bits of bobs in. And I grabbed a few things out that I thought might work. Now this is going to be the big, I'm going to say conductor. I don't know if that's what it is. I'm not electronically minded, other than the fact that I know not to put my finger in a socket. There you go. So I'm making the, it's not even is it Faraday cage? No, it's not even that. No, I'm gonna go with conductor. And you're probably screaming at the screen as usual with me not getting my words right. Please feel free to tell me what they are. Now, I think that's going to work well putting that together, but I need to put more wire around it so it's more of a cage. Oh no, are we sure it's not Faraday cage? No, Faraday cage has got mesh around it. This has not got mesh. I'm staying with conductor. Anyway, electric's going to hit it, lightning's going to hit it, and then it bounces off other things and then brings the dog back to life. So, Sparky, yeah. Hi-doy. So I'm going around with the rest of the wire, because I don't want to be wasting my good wire when I can just use this and it's the same colour. I have got some tiny little balls. Yes, I said tiny little balls. Polystyrene balls, in fact. And they will be going inside for the lightning to hit. Yeah? Maybe? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh well. So they'll be going on the inside, then the cage will be stuck together. And that was a bit of a faff. So, Grinch tin. That did have some biscuits in it. I weren't bothered about the biscuits, I just wanted the tin. But all these are little polystyrene balls. I got these cheap somewhere, because I was going to use them as snowballs in something and then did them for something else, and they're just there now for everything else. So yeah, it's great. So I'm lining up how many I'm going to need, and I want all the same size inside that cage. But for the other hanging conductor, I think I need several different sizes. So I'm going to get my good wire and I'm going to cut a piece off and I'm going to thread it through the actual polystyrene balls. Hindsight, I should have put an extra one on there, but I'll work around it. Works. It just took me a long time to actually glue it together. And these pieces of metal that are wired up together, or will be together, are just caps off the top of like fizzy pop bottles and fizzy wine, and I keep all sorts of little bits. I'm terrible for it. And I've also made a stool. You can see that just at the top of the screen. And I'm going to make a magnifying glass stand and possibly use one as a dog bowl. I'm not sure yet. So this one is the other conductor, and I'm going to hang that from the ceiling, as well as this big cage conductor. And if I'm saying this wrong, you're probably all just going, it's not a conductor. And you're probably right, but my brain ain't braining. So, like I said, I had to faff with this quite a bit just to get it to stay in. And super glue. I love super glue. Super glue does not love me. So now I'm on to making the magnifying glass stand. No, I'm not. I'm onto the chair, the stool. And I'm just using cotton buds and cutting them down to size, and then sticking them on to make it look like more of a stool. And then I'll paint it later, and I don't know why I'm using these clippers to pick it up. I have got about 6,000 pairs of tweezers. And that's not an overestimation. Maybe a little bit. But I'm sure everybody else knows that you get tweezers with chuffing everything. Absolutely everything. So you end up with loads. Plus, I did actually buy some because the ones I originally had were rubbish. So now I've just got tweezers coming out my ears, basically. So cotton bud, cut in 4, and then stuck around the stool. So it makes it look more stooly. More stooly. Oh God. That ring, it was leftover bit of metal, a bit of metal wire. So I've put it into a circle, and I'm going to make that into the magnifying glass. And I'm using this little piece of plastic, which I really should have cut first before I stuck this down. But that's not me. I don't think first, I just do. So I'm getting it to stick down to the actual plastic. Yeah, I did use my fingers. Did I feel anything on my fingers? No. Do I stick my fingers together? Possibly. Several times. Do I have fingerprints left? No. In fact, a certain gentleman suggested we commit a robbery in the range. Well, we've got no fingerprints, so nobody did know it was us. I am kidding, by the way. Having to do a robbery means being outside in the open, being in the world, around folk. Unless it's at night, then there'll be nobody about. This is my magnifying glass stand, and this would not stick. Why I thought metal would stick to metal like that while I'm moving it around as well, I have no idea. I even tried sticking the metal in the hole of the super glue just to get it in. Then I touched it and stuck my fingers, and yeah, I made a bit of a boo-boo. But I cheated, and I got a bit of masking tape. Masking tape is a wonderful thing when you're making miniatures. You only need a tiny bit, and it holds it just until you're ready. But I thought I'd leave it on actually because it looked good. It did actually look better. I have put everything into the room, but you won't see that till it's done. And they all fit. I'm very shocked. I think I'm learning. Not to measure. Oh no, not to measure. I didn't measure. Good God, no. I mean, you see me use a ruler. but it's very loosely what your class is measuring, because, well, I kind of didn't do them right with the ruler, so just went with it. But everything fits. I was going to say this magnifying glass might be a little bit too big for the table, but I don't think it is. I think it actually works. And this piece of wood, oh, I picked up the wrong piece of wood. This piece of wood is what you're supposed to do pyrography on, and it's a little bit thicker than the other pieces of wood I've got that you're supposed to cut up and make stuff with. So yeah, bad hands, bad blades, bad cutting. But again, got it to work. This bit is the ironing board, and it is a swine to cut out, especially that bit. Oh my days. I think I used all 3 blades. Best one being the snappable one. Oh, actually they're all snappable ones in my hands. Me and blades don't last long because I'm too heavy-handed. So you'll see me struggling with this. Struggling a lot. Just trying to get it cut. In the end, I just put it on the glass and decided that's it, do it on there. And then my husband came over and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Cutting wood." He says, "But there's nothing holding your wood." I went, "I'm holding the wood." He says, "But there's nothing holding the wood." I'm like, "But my hand's on it, I'm holding it." He says, "You're going to cut yourself." I went, "If you keep watching me, I will. Go away. Stop watching me. You're making me nervous." I was quite fine. This is because he knows how clumsy I am. The other day, my daughter took us out for a dinner, me and her fella, and picked up a cup of tea, not a problem. Picked up the menu, couldn't let go. My thumb was, God knows what it was doing, but it was painful. It was where it shouldn't have been, and that was just picking up a piece of card. So yeah, no rhyme or reason for it, but my hands are duff. This wood, however, is the softest wood ever. It's like trying to cut cheese with a spoon. It just gets squashed. It's ridiculous. But did I stop? No. Did I persevere and keep making a mess? Yes. Because that's me, and I just do. I do things like that. So I'm making a table, as if you couldn't have guessed. This is the table to put the magnifying glass on, the beep machine, the defibrillator, and quite possibly a keyboard, as in piano keyboard, which I think I'm going to make out of card, because I don't need it to be too big. Now, this is the ironing board. I don't know what I was doing here, but this ironing board for me, it's like an old-fashioned ironing board that's been fixed and fixed, and it's broken and fixed again, and so it looks completely and utterly wonky. But it's upright. You know, your attic is for chucking stuff up in that you don't really have the heart to get rid of, but actually serves no purpose. So that's my thinking with the ironing board. Really, it is. It's not because I can't figure out the angle of it at all. Nope. It's just because it's been broken and fixed and broken and fixed, and yeah, it's not me. Honest. Promise. My nose might be getting longer, but yeah, it's the ironing board's fault, not me. You can see I'm chopping away, and I'm like, I can't figure this out. What am I doing? And even drawing an ironing board, I could not figure out in my head how to do it. I mean, all this is straight from drawing to make. There is no research, there is no how-tos, I'm just doing it. That's how I do things. And this is now a set of shelves. Was there a set of shelves in that doodle? Was there a set of shelves in any of the weeks that I wrote down? No. Is there a set of shelves now? Yes. Why? I mean, this is what I mean by I make a plan and try to stick to it, and then my brain goes, ooh, they'd look like that, that'd look nice like that, and that'd work. So, yeah, we have shelves. Now, that was me showing you the drawing that I've done 2 weeks in one. Well, mostly 2 weeks in one. And added extras. Actually, when I think about it, I've done 3 weeks, because I've now got cardboard boxes, which I just chopped up small boxes, put the flaps down, and then I paint them. Easy peasy. No planning, just do it. I just want to say thank you while we're here for my subscribers, all those that watch, like and comment. It really does help get the algorithm to push me out a bit further, and I really appreciate it, so thank you very much. And don't forget to check out the description box for discount codes, and if you fancy becoming a member, then there's a join button and a link, and you'll get to see sneak peeks, have your name up on my screen, on your screen, all sorts of little bits that I'm still trying to get my head around at the minute, because I am relatively new to this. I've had it a month, I think, and I still don't know what I'm doing. So if any of my members would like to know what I'm going to do, or what they'd like me to do, please give me a shout. I have no idea. Anyway, blurb over. I'm painting the hedgehog. Where did hedgehog come from? Oh, good grief. Random brain. I am painting that thing on there. What is it? I've just said it about 5 million times. Brain. Board. Ironing board. Oh. Do you know, I do have a brain. I just wish I knew where the switch was to put it on. And I'm trying to do them all in different colours, but the table I just want to give it a bit more of a distressed look. So I'm just using the darker colour with my fingers, just to smoosh it in a bit. And I'm now going to paint all the boxes black, because we don't need to see all that writing, because it's not favourable. Oh, if you push the like button, it's totally free. It helps. Yay! So I've got my conductors done. I've got my shelves done that weren't even going to be done. I've got my boxes painting. There's going to be some more zhuzhing up to do. And then when that's all been sorted, I'll put some pictures up, and please take a look at them, because I think it looks quite cute. Hopefully you'll like them too, and if you do, give me a thumbs up, please. Subscribe, it's free, and I shall see you all again soon in the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.
In a world of shadows, light does sing. Goth unicorn with a blackened wing. Happy she dances under